Good morning to my church family at Plymouth. My name is Nada O'Neill, and I'm a 61-year-old gay person. I was asked to share a little of my story and how I found Plymouth Church and why I chose Plymouth Church as my church family. I feel greatly honored and very joyful that I was asked to do this. And I do apologize that I could not be there to do this in person. I do love Plymouth Church, and I have a lot of great things to say about Plymouth Church that I could probably go on and on till I was obnoxious. But I will try to keep it short and just share with you a brief history of my Christian walk. Of course, growing up in the 60s as a Christian child, my gayness was kept in the closet. I lived my life with the shame, fear, and self-loathing, suicidal and recklessness that many like me go through. My faith in God went through various stages, with a few very rebellious years where I doubted the existence of God. Through my long personal journey, God was always there for me. Even when I didn't acknowledge him or her, or didn't believe in her, she was there holding my hand. Through other people, I felt the presence of God many times, and without God I would not be here today. There came a time when I desired to worship God. I wanted to sing praises to the Lord. I wanted to share with other Christians teachings of the Word, and I sought out many churches in the area trying to find a place where I could worship. I attended many churches and became members of many different churches throughout the years and different denominations, and I always kept to myself for the most part, and I always felt unaccepted and less than and ashamed of who I was. I always stayed in the closet until I was 50, at which time it finally dawned on me that God loved me as a gay person, that he created me as a gay person, and that is what he wanted me to be. At that point in my life, I quit going to church. I sought out and found my future wife, Karen. I came out of the closet, told my co-workers, told my grown children by then, and I went to my very first Pride Fest. It was at this Pride Fest that I first heard about Plymouth Congregational United Church of Christ, and read it over and decided I had high doubts that it was truly an open and I didn't understand what an open and affirming Christian church could be, and certainly doubted that it was what it is. It took me over a year to finally get up the nerve to go there, and when I did go there, I met a wonderful lady in her 80s. As soon as I walked in the door, she approached Karen and I, embraced us, showed us true Christian love, acceptance, and her name was Joanne Schmidt, and she insisted that the O'Neill ladies sit behind her, and became our bowling buddy. And it was not just her, but there were so many people. She was the first, but the second was Annie Connor, and the third, the fourth, the fifth, I don't remember the order, but there were so many wonderful people there. Dee and Kurt Smith, invited us to go to Amazing Grace that after church that day, and we got to listen to Dan Holderman tell a story that was so unique and so wonderful, and share a meal together. And then there was Wednesday Night Live, where there was fellowship, Bible study, a Bible study where you could ask questions, and no questions were unacceptable. Every question was taken seriously and pondered over. There was another meal on Wednesday Night Live, and there was more fellowship. There was opportunity to get involved. It wasn't long before I was approached and asked to join on a board. I don't know if many of you have been to other churches other than Plymouth, but most churches, only the elite get to be on the boards. It's a special privilege to be on a board, to have a voice, to have your voice heard. I was shocked. I was excited. I was overwhelmed that my ideas were listened to and even followed through. And many things that I came up with to do on the evangelism and marketing board, such as being in the Three Rivers Parade and other things, they came to fruition, and it was fun and it was exciting, and I felt like I'd never felt before, because I found a true home that loved me for who I was. There's so many other things I could tell you about Plymouth, aside from the boards, the pastors, the four pillars. I mean, everything goes along with Scripture and goes along with my heart and my beliefs. And equality, loving one another, it's what Jesus tried to teach us to do. And I love the Plymouth people. I love the family there, and I could go on for a long time, but I think I will stop now and just let you know that if you don't have a church home, Plymouth is a wonderful place, and you will feel the love and acceptance. Thank you.